If we desire respect for the law, we must first make the law respectable. Our government teaches the whole people by its example. If the government becomes the lawbreaker, it breeds contempt for law, it invites every man to become a law unto himself, it invites anarchy. The most important political office is that of the private citizen. Those who won our independence valued liberty as an end and as a means. They believed liberty to be the secret of happiness and courage to be the secret of liberty. Neutrality is at times a graver sin than belligerence. There are no shortcuts in evolution. America has believed that in differentiation, not in uniformity, lies the path of progress. It acted on this belief, it has advanced human happiness, and it has prospered. When those of Jewish blood exhibit moral or intellectual superiority, genius or special talent, we feel pride in them, even if they have abjured the faith like Spinoza, Marx, Disraeli or Heine. Despite the meditations of pundits or the decrees of council, our own instincts and acts, and those of others, have defined for us the term Jew. However great his outward conformity, the immigrant is not Americanized unless his interests and affections have become deeply rooted here. And we properly demand of the immigrant even more than this. He must be brought into complete harmony with our ideals and aspirations and cooperate with us for their attainment. Let no American imagine that Zionism is inconsistent with patriotism. Multiple loyalties are objectionable only if they are inconsistent. Experience teaches us to be most on our guard to protect liberty when the government's purposes are beneficent. In the frank expression of conflicting opinions lies the greatest promise of wisdom in governmental action. Democracy rests upon two pillars: 1, the principle that all men are equally entitled to life, liberty and the pursuit of happiness, and the other, the conviction that such equal opportunity will most advance civilization. Behind every argument is someone's ignorance. We can have democracy in this country, or we can have great wealth concentrated in the hands of a few, but we can't have both. If you would only recognize that life is hard, things would be so much easier for you. Most of the things worth doing in the world had been declared impossible before they were done. The greatest dangers to liberty lurk in the insidious encroachment by men of zeal, well-meaning but without understanding. Fear of serious injury alone cannot justify oppression of free speech and assembly. Men fear witches and burned women. It is the function of speech to free men from the bondage of irrational fears. The logic of words should yield to the logic of realities. If we would guide by the light of reason, we must let our minds be bold. During most of my life, my contact with Jews and Judaism was slight. I gave little thought to their problems, save in asking myself, from time to time, whether we were showing by our lives due appreciation of the opportunities which this hospitable country affords. My approach to Zionism was through Americanism. It is not wealth, it is not station, it is not social standing and ambition which can make us worthy of the Jewish name, of the Jewish heritage. To be worthy of them, we must live up to and with them. We must regard ourselves their custodians. to declare that in the administration of criminal law the end justifies the means, to declare that the government may commit crimes in order to secure conviction of a private criminal would bring terrible retribution. Publicity is justly commended as a remedy for social and industrial diseases. Sunlight is said to be the best of disinfectants, electric light the most efficient policeman. What is Americanization? It manifests itself, in a superficial way, when the immigrant adopts the clothes, the manners and the customs generally prevailing here. Far more important is the manifestation presented when he substitutes for his mother tongue the English language as the common medium of speech. I abhor averages. I like the individual case. A man may have 6 meals one day and none the next, making an average of 3 meals per day, but that is not a good way to live. The world presents enough problems if you believe it to be a world of law and order. Do not add to them by believing it to be a world of miracles. What are the American ideals? They are the development of the individual for his own and the common good, the development of the individual through liberty, and the attainment of the common good through democracy and social justice. The difference between a nation and a nationality is clear, but it is not always observed. Likeness between members is the essence of nationality, but the members of a nation may be very different. A nation may be composed of many nationalities, as some of the most successful nations are. A man is a better citizen of the United States for being also a loyal citizen of his state and of his city, for being loyal to his family and to his profession or trade, for being loyal to his college or his lodge. Men long for an afterlife in which there apparently is nothing to do but delight in heaven's wonders. We are not won by arguments that we can analyze, but by tone and temper, by the manner, which is the man himself. Organization can never be a substitute for initiative and for judgment.